As I stated in the last part, Eddie has every right to threaten to sue the candy store for just making his face like that with foot powder jawbreakers. I mean, just really now. Who in their right mind in charge of the candy store would offer foot powder flavored jawbreakers to the public to have this type of reaction? I mean, just their parents, if they actually did care or were actually around, would probably threaten to sue them. But considering that they're deadbeat parents, that's probably not going to be the case. Hey, pass on out. This is Toon Gamer 23, and welcome back to Let's Play Ed, Ed, and Eddy, the Mis-Edventures. So in the last part, we went on mission 3. So it must be something I edged. And this is kind of like the second half of that said mission. They made it to the candy store, but unfortunately, Eddy ingested a jawbreaker that turned his face green. So yeah, so now he must make it back to his room without being seen by any kids. And to add insult to injury, we're going to be collecting a handful of jawbreakers on the way back, so... Okay, so the main objective... Hide in certain objects with Eddy, or hide behind poles in the Tower of Eddy to sneak past the other kids. Okay, so yeah, our objective now, our past objective was to make it to the candy store to get free jawbreakers. That didn't go well. So now our current objective, get back to Eddy's room without being seen and humiliated. So, easier said than done, and honestly, I'm curious to see what the other kids' reactions are going to be, so... I'm just gonna be a cold-hearted SOB and sometimes just let them get caught. But first things first, we gotta get past Spike here. Yeah. No cat in sight, so we're gonna have to use the next best thing. A cardboard box! Oh, look at this! It's Metal Gear Solid! It was right there. I had to make that reference. I just had to! Okay, so, on the way to the candy store, apparently there was, okay, so we can't let him see us. Sneak past the little guy, so we don't have any chew toys on us. Well, other than our bodies, but that's not important. Okay, so, pop back out. So yeah, there was a jawbreaker on the way to the candy store. It was right behind Johnny. Okay, so we have to avoid being seen by him. Alright, so yeah, unfortunately, it's not there anymore, but just a giant gold coin. So yeah, I'll reset this. Whoop. No. A question mark will appear. Something like that. Just when they grow suspicious. But how did he see us in that pile of doghouses? Oh well. So yeah, I'll have a little extra bit off screen and go back to get the jawbreaker that was once here, but on the way back we'll get 3 out of 4, so that'll make up for the last part. Okay, so the real name of this mission is Must Be Something I Ed, but now that Eddy's trying to avoid being seen and die of embarrassment, I'm gonna call this part Dying of Ed-barrassment. Nah, it's better than nothing. Alright, so. Form up Tower of Eddy! Hide behind the poles, quickly! Oh no! They even add insult to injury by adding dorks in the title. Way to go, Shovel Chin. It's actually something Johnny actually says. I'm just gonna let him see me on purpose this time. No, that's still not it. Excuse me.
Loser.
No, he's still not saying it. Never mind. Never mind. Just... He certainly sounds like he's having a good time just walking around with Plank. So yeah, just like with Elmo and Rocco on Sesame Street, Plank is obviously Johnny's therapeutic friend. Okay. He's grown suspicious, so... Okay, come on. Alright. And made it past him, okay. Okay, come on. Alright, so, right here. Oh, there's Naz feeding the squirrels. Wonder if they got Aaron Fitzgerald to voice her in this game.
Eddie, your face is gross.
Oh, gee, sorry. Thanks for adding insult to injury, Naz. So yeah, that is the actual voice actress. Okay, so we could either do this two ways. Go Metal Gear style Ed once again with the cardboard box and pretend to be Snake. Snake! Snake! Or we can just cheese it a little bit and have Double D ring the bell. Considering maybe it's time for class, even though it's the middle of summer. Okay, come on. Speaking of which, what does the sign say? Tasty 98HE Mazu Ab. It's gibberish, okay, so. Off! Come on, you guys, off the sign. Alright! Water balloon time, baby! Alright, Naz is away. Ooh, and look at what you left behind.
Yep, boys, and it looks like my lucky day.
Well, somewhat of a lucky day. I mean, your face is still hideous, so. At least your friends don't judge. Okay, so. Back on the side path. Oh, and unfortunately, Jimmy's painting pictures of Sarah. He's even painting the Mona Lisa with Sarah's head. Or, in this case, as I like to call, the moaning Mona Screecha. Because that's basically what Sarah is, a screeching brat. I mean, props to her voice actress for making her sound completely insufferable. I mean, I have nothing against voice actors or voice actresses for doing their job, but seriously, kudos to her. Alright. Sorry, Picasso, gotta break it up your little...
Loser.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Sorry. Okay, so I let him get caught on purpose that time, so... Alright. Alright, big guy. Time to throw a wrench in. What? Did that paint pot just hone in on Jimmy? It just made a straight line for Jimmy after being thrown. Just... So yeah. Picasso here actually made some paintings of Sarah. Big shock. Yeah, and Mona Lisa and just all that. And whatever this is. Yeah. Something that has her tongue on. I don't even want to know what that is. But yeah, just yeah, these are Really tacky paintings. Yeah, the Mona Screech, yeah. Okay, so apparently a jawbreaker appears on the path where we caught the chicken before. Just a little ways up. I'm gonna let Double D get this one. And Ed get the last one.
Jawbreakers. Even better than lint-free socks. Fresh out of the dryer.
The exact same thing what you said in the sewer mission. Alright, so we're almost there. We're almost home free.
Animals think they're so cute.
Yep. Oh god, I love the witty dialogue in this game. Okay, so Jimmy and Sarah. Jimmy's got a jawbreaker, and I'm gonna be just gonna let Eddie wander right into their line of sight.
Stay away from him, Jimmy. It could be contagious.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so in order to tend to stink things up a bit. Okay, obviously that's not close enough. Uh-oh. Alright, so we're gonna have to... I was to hear a cat screeching sound effect. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna... Alright, so we gotta get Jimmy's clean little hands off of that jawbreaker, because we call dibs. Alright, come on. Alright.
Stay away from him, Jimmy.
Ah.
It could be contagious.
Yes, we know it could be contagious. Alright, let's get stinky. That's what it would say if it were actually... It actually
Stay
worked.
away from him, Jimmy. It could be
Ah!
contagious.
Come on. Actually, let's try Double D's water balloons and see if they'll scare them all out. No, it'll just get their attention, but no dice. Curses. Okay, so he can throw them far. Just need to... Come on. Ah, just like with Wind Waker, without crosshairs, you're just basically flying blind. Okay, there they go! Oh crap, we didn't get to hear what he said during that one, but anyway, that's 3 out of 4 jawbreakers. We'll get, Sneak Pass, Sarah Jimmy's. No need for that, they've basically run away from the stinkiness. Okay, so we're missing 1 jawbreaker, but I'll get that in a little extra clip after we wrap this up. Okay, so we're home free. Well, almost. Yeah, we gotta deal with Kevin here.
Losers.
Yeah, I wonder what he says. Probably just more, basically just the same as losers.
Losers.
Yeah, but just okay. So we gotta make that tractor run and hide behind it. All right, so start her up. Okay, here we go. Follow the tractor. Do not. And let it obscure the let it obscure the hideous-looking Eddy with green skin. Okay, so we're away. I also like that kind of trope where you hide behind a moving obstacle and you move along with it. So that's just really creative. Okay, we're home free. After you. Okay, you just completed Scam 3. Must be something I Ed. Current game completion, 34% done. Alright. Basically, a solid third of the way complete. Alright, closing cinematic time.
We made it! Man, that was a close one. Hey, dork! Say cheese!
Oh, no. Well, at least Ed's heart was in the right place. Actually, it honestly kind of reminds me of that one episode where Eddy got a giant zit and everybody humiliated him. And honestly, that was one of the most unforgivable things. I mean, considering the fact... I mean, yeah, this guy does pull some pretty nasty scams, but even he didn't deserve to have all of that. Thank goodness Rolf was there to be a homeboy for them. He was a real homie in that episode, just... even calling the kids vultures for being paparazzi. Alright, well, that was mission number 3. So, moving on to mission number 4 in the next part. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, and if you would leave a comment and or like, that would be most appreciated. Until next time on Ed, and Eddy, the Mis-Edventures. This is ToonGamer23, signing out. And man, his skin condition really cleared up in the literal blink of an eye. So yeah. Yeah, humiliated in front of the entire cul-de-sac. Even Naz chuckles, and it's really... That's really disheartening. Sometimes Naz is against humiliation. I mean, she's... Well, she's not perfect, but still though, I think she should at least... I think out of all the cul-de-sac kids, she would have at least the most amount of self-restraint against bullying others. But that's just my 2 cents.
Jeez, buddy, slow down.
Okay, so we're back at the section with Johnny right before we entered the candy store. So the jawbreaker
Jeez,
that we
buddy,
missed
slow down.
is right here.
Yep, boys, and it looks like my lucky day.
Yep, it pretty much is. Before you turn into a green-hued monster. Hey Johnny, how you doing?